Hi, I'm Lisa Nilsson, beauty maven and celebrity makeup artist, and I'm talking today about how to do an everyday pretty Asian makeup. So just to recap what we have done on our beautiful model Angie, we perfected her skin. Angie has gorgeous skin, big beautiful eyes, and an amazing mouth that I'm truly jealous of. I am jealous. What we've done is just perfected her skin a little and put some finishing powder over the top of that. You want to apply powder over your foundation because it gives it a nice porcelain finish. Also helps to seal the foundation, give it longevity, and eliminate shine. What we've done on her eyes, if you want to close your eye for me for just a minute, she has great eyebrows. We did fill them in just a little bit to perfect the shape. We did use just pretty earth tones. I would recommend doing just pretty earth tones that have a neutral undertone to them, not too warm and not too cool. You're going to get a nice neutral pretty color that way. Now what we have done, go ahead and stay close for just 1 minute. We put down just a pretty wash color in kind of an oatmeal shade, and we went ahead and laid down just a neutral brown, a little bit darker, up from the lash line, and we built that color a little bit higher than you normally would because of the Asian eye shape, and this is just very flattering and complementary to that. So we use the basic concept, art principle, that darkness recedes. So by darkening in this area, we in turn pop this area up here, which you can see that we naturally highlighted. Now, two things I want to briefly mention. And before I do that, I want to talk about, you can go ahead and open your eyes for me, Auntie. She has gorgeous lips. Again, we just did a really pretty neutral brown on her. We did use a pencil and filled that in with just a pretty medium pinkish brown tone and a little gloss over the top of that. Two things really quickly that I want to cover with an everyday natural Asian makeup. You want to make sure that you treat any under eye circles. That seems to be, with my clients at least, a consistent concern. So what I'm going to recommend is a very strongly pigmented yellow, and this is actually a concealer pencil. And what we're going to do is just start here in the inner corner, and we're going to bring that out right along the lash line. Now you want to conceal after you do foundation, and I know that a lot of women have done it in an opposite fashion until they're informed, because you want to. So when you conceal after your foundation, essentially what you're doing is concentrating in those areas as opposed to doing it before and then just sort of wiping all of your efforts away. So we're just going to blend this with a nice concealer brush. And you know, Angie doesn't have serious darkness under her eyes at all. But I think that for many, this is a common concern. And even though she doesn't have some significant darkness there, this will just act to brighten that eye area. So you'll see that you just want to blend that concealer right in up into the lash line, taking it right as close as you can. And then the key point here is that you're going to want to blend. So you want a nice smooth transition from her eye area into the rest of her skin on her face. So we want to make sure that that blends really well. Blending is so key, and I'll always come back to that. You'll hear that from me many, many times. So we want to just make sure that we blend that out nicely. The other thing that I want to show on camera is that you can line Asian eyes underneath. You want to do carefully because you don't want to close up the eye at all. So what we're going to do is use a satin finish shadow, and we're using just a little flat brush. And we're going to take this line starting in the center and just building that to the outer corner. We want to keep that line right close to the lash line and not too thick, because again, we want to enhance and really open up these beautiful eyes that she has. So experiment with concealing as well as how you line the eyes carefully. Make sure there's harmony in the cheek area with the lip, and I think that this is a beautiful, suitable makeup for an everyday Asian look.